This is one of the largest light stands known to mankind, the Matthews Crank-O-Vator, a whopping $7,000 brand new. And we did a video putting parking lot lights on top and raising it up to light an area. But I promised I'd show you how to do it for $150 with a drywall lift. So let's compare the two. This is a $150 drywall lift. This is a $7,000 Crank-O-Vator. The Crank-O-Vator holds 200 pounds. Drywall lift holds 150. The drywall lift goes to 14 feet. The Crank-O-Vator is short by 3 and only goes up to 11 feet. The Crank-O-Vator has a crank and a button to release it, which won't crank unless you push the button in. So now you're always on your own pressure, whether you're coming up or down. The drywall lift uses a clutch and a wheel. It's a little squeaky. It's been sitting around for a long time. And it has a handle that goes out here. We just don't have it at the moment. So the clutch is just to release it if you want to let it down. It holds it as you're going up, so you don't have to manhandle it. You crank it up, and then when you want to let it down, you lift it off, and you can manage it back down. If you let it go, but you can stop it. So the Crank-O-Vator uses a light. This one has a 7/8 inch pin, so you could just use a bolt to hold your light. They both go up. That's it, 11 feet. Whew! This goes to 14 feet, but they're available in 16 and 18 feet. This goes to a max of 11 feet. Much higher. It's also made for heavier loads. It holds a sheet of sheetrock, which is 4 by 8 feet, up on top of that to put it on a ceiling. This is just made for a compact light. So which one of these is going to be more stable? This one or this one? Probably neither. If we measure the center to the wheel, about 30 inches. The Crank-O-Vator at 27. So this actually has longer legs. The distance between the two wheels, 53 inches. The Crank-O-Vator, 49 inches. So this actually has a wider base. Now if you wanted to, you could put big wheels on it. But if it's just gonna hold the light, you really need it, you can move it around anywhere. The big wheels are nice on the Crank-O-Vator, but for an extra $7,000, I don't know if it's worth it. So the size of the bases are relatively the same. The load carrying capabilities are about the same. Obviously the big difference is price. One is made out of aluminum and has a complicated crank. The other one uses a simple cable system, and it's made out of cheap steel. But if you get the same result, why invest $7,000 in a Crank-O-Vator? You can buy 3 or 4 drywall lifts and put lights all over a set. Everybody's trying to save money in production, using PVC pipes for tracks, using cake pan lights, and trying to save money all over. This is where the big money is. $7,000, $150. You're gonna save literally $7,000 by using this and have the same functionality as this. And we did a video about putting parking lights on it, parking lights,